Okay, the first game we're going to go through here is a traditional game of stuck in the mud. However, this one's got a bit of a rugby league twist. We like to call it Kiwi stuck in the mud. So you've got three groups out there. We've got taggers, we've got runners, and we've got carriers. So the runners are going to run around basically. If they get tagged by the taggers, they're stuck in the mud. They have to stand still. The carriers of the football will then pass them the football for them to do a traditional play the ball. So put the ball on the ground and roll it back with your foot. Once you've done that, the carrier can pick up the ball again and you're free. The game carries on until everyone's stuck in the mud. We're going to start off with the Snoop touchdown game. Set up a grid about 5 metres wide by 7 metres long. Again, it will depend on the number of players you have. If you have several players at training, make sure you set up more than one grid. For each grid, split your team into 2 teams and line them up on the edge of the grid. Give each player a number from 1 through to however many players you have in each team. On the coach's whistle, he will call out a number. The corresponding number from each team run up around the end of their group, pick up one of the 2 balls that you've placed in the middle, and they run to the end and score a try. You can then add further developments, as in calling 2 numbers and 2 players run around the end of the group, pick up the ball and pass to their teammate who scores a try. As the kids progress, you can even add in grubber or chip kicks. These development games are specifically designed for mod players, which are under 10s through to under 12s. And we're going to start off with a simple grip game. Set up a large square for all your players to be inside. Where possible, give every player a football. It doesn't have to be a football though, it can be any type of ball, as long as your players can hold it with 2 hands. On the coach's whistle, the players run around and try and knock each other's ball out of their hands. The last man standing is the winner. A variation could be, when you knock another player's ball out of his hands, you receive a point. At the end of a prescribed time, the player with the most points is the winner. When teaching young mini mod kids how to tackle, there's a few key things to remember. Number 1, start them on the ground. It takes away the confrontation factor. Number 2 is the head placement. You want to make sure your players' heads are right out of the way. And number 3 is, we want to teach our young players a front on low tackle using the player's momentum to fall backwards, rather than hitting and driving and forcing the ball carrier to fall backwards and slam his head onto the ground. So we're going to go through a simple 3-step process here to teach the front on low tackle. So number 1 is hands up, head to the side, touch the hips. Beautiful, good stuff. Up you get, mate, don't worry about it. Number 2, hands up, head to the side, cheek to cheek, bear hug. Beautiful. And the last one is we're going to use his momentum to fall backwards. So come up to me, beautiful, hands up, same thing, use his momentum, fall backwards. Beautiful, good tackle.